All right, guys. Since we're live, I said I wanted to go try to go live every Saturday, or at least once a week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a couple of minutes for people to get in here. Obviously, when this video actually uploads to YouTube, that's when you guys can comment and tell me who you think the home run contest, who you think's going to hit a home run and what inning. So while I wait for people to go and get on here, I'm going to get everything set up. Plan on maybe 30-minute video. We'll see how it goes if there's a lot of questions, but we'll just see. We'll play it by ear. So I'm going to give it about 2 minutes before we start. I've got everything up. There's no weather concerns. It's a weird, stupid slate where it's very early only on FanDuel at least, and it consists of 2 games, which is stupid. So the cheat sheet's out already, though, so definitely check that out. And by the time this video goes live and uploads to YouTube, everything will be up between the cheat sheet, between the lineups, the article's already out there. This video will be here. So everything, by the time this goes, everything will be there. But I did want to go live. I wanted to get that through and see. I wanted to give a little bit of time for you guys to get in here because live videos are a little bit better because you can ask questions a little bit more. And of course, my computer just crashed. So, awesome. So while we'll wait a little bit, so hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you did well yesterday. Today's slate, like I said, there's a few early games. The slates are split up oddly, of course. And for some reason, I don't know when FanDuel started doing this, but it's terrible. Like, I don't understand when they started or who made the executive decision to say, oh, we need to have a early only, very early only with 2 games apiece. And I mean, they do have an all-day slate, but it's super hard to even look at an all-day slate, especially with baseball, because people are going to be out, and we know they're going to be out really early on. And sometimes you get those last little, oh, the lineups are out, then they were scratched after BP, and you've already set your lineup, and you've already been locked in for over 2-3 hours. Well, depending, like on Sundays, it's pretty easy because most games start at noon, but Saturdays, you've got, you'll have the handful of games that starts at noon, and then it'll trickle down, and most of them are at 7. And then FanDuel's like, oh, let's make a 2-game slate because that's what people want. So people have been trickling in, so I want to welcome everybody. If you can hear me, like if it's good, give me a thumbs up. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and the mic sounds good, or do I need to move the mic closer? One in the chat, please, if you can hear me. Or maybe it's just that delayed. Nobody? Can you guys hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can type the number 1. All right, well, I'm going to get going. You guys can type in the chat if you want. Would love to know what you guys did, how you did yesterday. What'd you score? I know our FanDuel lineups, that's loud. I know our FanDuel lineups did 139.5 and our GPP did 158.2. A lot of the home runs came through. A lot of the games that we said to target because of the humidity, stuff like that. Pretty good day. Odor had a home run. Mazzara had a home run. So I told you to look at that game because it's going to be super hot. And it was. The ball flew out of there. Probably about the same today. We're going to look at everything. Any questions along the way, ask, and I will look. I'll try to look down. So I have a couple of things. Different ways for you guys to win a month of daily Roto Help content. The one that I want to do is I have a YouTube video, and it's the MLB broken rule or unbreakable 10 unbreakable records. And with that, when I say that video, what I want you to do, and I've mentioned it in quite a few other videos, but go to that video, watch the whole thing, like it, be a subscriber on YouTube. And if you comment down below the order of the records that we talked about,
this phone is so,
and maybe one of them you learned something, or one of them that you really liked or never knew about, comment that, and someone will be chosen for a month free. I put the link in the chat. Another way to win a free month is do the home run contest. So you guess who's going to hit a home run and what inning. You get both of those correct, you're going to win a free month. We had 2 people win it yesterday. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the timing of the actual game and when the comment was made. It appears it might have been made after the game started, but I don't have any proof of that because YouTube doesn't give me a timestamp. So I'm going to honor it. But from what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cutoff of 5 p.m. Eastern. Well, let's go 6 p.m. Eastern. You have to have your comment in who you're going to think is going to hit a home run in what inning by 6 p.m. Eastern, when games start at 7 Eastern. Today, since this is a live video, you're going to have to wait for this video to go to get uploaded to YouTube automatically. And once you can comment there, comment who's going to hit a home run and what inning, because this chat disappears. And the third way to win a free month is to check out our Instagram. I started back up using it, and I want to use it every day. Instagram.com/Daily Roto Help, or just search Daily Roto Help on Instagram. And what you're going to do is I'm going to put a picture up there, and there's going to be instructions in the description of the picture. It's going to be 1, you must follow us on Instagram. 2, tag 3 friends that you think would be interested in fantasy sports. And 3, tell me why you think you deserve a free month. So that's going to go live today, probably right after this video. And after that, you'll have 1 week to do that. So remember, follow us on Instagram, Daily Roto Help. Tag 3 friends who we could help out or you think would like it, or just tag 3 friends so we can get some followers. And 3, tell us why you think you deserve a free, or why you need a free month of our service. And in a week, we'll get that. So what I want to do is jump into today's matchups. I'm going to look at the weather first. And when I glanced over it, like for 5 seconds earlier, it didn't look like there would be any problems. So we are going to look at that and just see if there's anything. I mean, there's a lot of clouds most games look to be really cloudy. Again, the White Sox at Texas, you got Bartolo going, and it's 97 degrees. It's hot, it's humid. The ball should fly out of there once again. But there is no weather concerns. The only concern we have on today's slate is the way FanDuel split it up. Very early only, and then the main slate. So we won't have any lineups for very early only or early only. The lineups we put out about 3 p.m. Central or 3 p.m. Eastern. If anyone is scratched after that, most likely you guys are, and this is why I tell you, use the cheat sheet, because I'm going on the road. We're going to a cookout, and I won't be around internet or the computer until tomorrow morning. So that's just something you guys need to realize. So no weather concerns. The only concerns are the terrible kind of slates that FanDuel decided they thought we, I guess, liked. So you got very early only for 2 games. You got the main for 7. Early only is 6, and all day is 15 on FanDuel. And trying to see what DraftKings is looking like real quick. Usually they're about the same. Nothing changes a lot, which is awesome. But we'll see. So they've got early of 6 games, all day of 15, night of 4. So they have turbo of 2. So yeah. So we won't really have anything. The cheat sheet's out. So the cheat sheet has every single person on the slate, pitcher, batter wise. That's out already. That is on there. So what we did, we got rid of the button. And it's just a chart in the page. So it's embedded in the page, a lot easier to use than a downloadable Excel spreadsheet. So that being said, with no weather, I'm going to jump into the pitching matchups first. So we're looking at Tigers at the Blue Jays first game, Matt Boyd versus Sam Gaviglio. I think you could look at Gaviglio because the Tigers are so bad. But remember, Tigers can hit some pitching. Gaviglio's only faced 4 of the Tigers' bats, and he's given up 2 hits. So, I mean, there's not much to go off of there cash-wise. I mean, if you're playing the early only, the very early only, you're not playing cash. You're playing GPP, and you've got to get cute with it. Gaviglio is a cute play here. Twins at the Cubs, Adalberto Mejia versus Tyler Chatwood. I mean, you could use Chatwood if you really want 10 walks. And we had Berrios yesterday. I mean, we didn't use Berrios, but I absolutely loved him. I had him on my season long, and we know what happened. He gave up too many runs. I don't like either of these. I mean, if I'm taking Mejia, Chatwood, Boyd, or Gaviglio, I'm sadly going Gaviglio. And this proves right here that the first couple of games are terrible. Then you got the Indians at the Athletics, Adam Plutko versus Edwin Jackson. Jackson had a good debut for the A's 5 days ago or last week, whenever he did. It's being played in Oakland Coliseum, but it is the Indians. Edwin Jackson could be a GPP option, but again, it depends on what slate you're playing. I don't trust Plutko. Angels at the Orioles, you got Tyler Skaggs versus Cashner. Skaggs, 14 plate appearances, hasn't given up a hit to them. I absolutely love Skaggs here because, I mean, Baltimore's absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't trust Andrew Cashner at all. Astros at the Rays, I absolutely love Justin Verlander. It's the early only slate or the very early only, depending on what you're playing. Love him here against the Rays, even though they did beat Garrett Cole, or at least the Rays won yesterday. 88 plate appearances against Verlander, 169 batting average. It would be amazing if Tampa Bay could sweep Houston. So all of their so-called fans, the fans that started being fans around, I don't know, November of last year, can stop about how the Yankees got swept by them. But anyway, I love Verlander here. I would not expect anything less than 8 Ks out of Verlander. Ryan Stanek is literally going to pitch, maybe get 6 outs, and they're going to take him out because Tampa Bay is absolute trash. They're trying their bullpen game, which is dumb. Anyway, another early game. Brewers at the Reds, Julio Shashin versus Tyler Mahle. You could use Shashin as a GPP pitcher. Or SP2 if you are going to play the early slate and you pay up for Verlander. Shashin, not bad. I saw Andriese for Tampa Bay, not Stanek. Did they switch it already? Let me see if they switched it up. The sad thing is you can't even guarantee who's going to pitch because I don't even think Kevin Cash knows who's going to pitch. Let's see what the app says. I've got Verlander versus Stanek right here. It's on the app as well. It's backwards, but so I'm not sure, guys. It doesn't matter who's really pitching. You're not taking the Rays pitcher, regardless of who it is. Yeah, you're not. It probably changed, DJ. Kevin Cash is trash. Actually, that rhymed. I wasn't supposed to. I didn't mean to. But, yeah, Kevin Cash he's actual trash. So Shashin maybe SP2, GPP, but again, it's Great American Ballpark or Great American Small Park. That home runs are plenty there. It's hot, it's humid, the ball's going to fly out of there. I would not be surprised if both of these pitchers get lit up. Mets at the Marlins. Jacob deGrom was supposed to pitch yesterday. He had a family issue or something. We didn't know about it. He was the video picture and the article picture of yesterday's article. And the same thing again today. I just copied over his information because it's the same matchup. I absolutely love deGrom. I can't wait to see him in pinstripes. But 142 plate appearances, 258 batting average against the Marlins. So I love deGrom here. And I apologize. I know this microphone picks up a ton of things. If you can hear the washer, it's on the other side of the wall. I apologize. It sounds like an airplane taking off. So if you can hear that washer, sorry, that's what I'm going to tell you. So then we can get into another game, Nationals at the Phillies. It's about an hour earlier than normal. Jeremy Hellickson versus Vince Velasquez. Hellickson, 19 plate appearances, 125 batting average. I kind of like him because, as you know, Philly, they're the team that strikes out the most out of all of them. Velasquez really didn't have it against the Yankees, the Nationals. I don't want to say they're as good as the Yankees hitting, but they can hit the ball. We saw that yesterday when they put up 17 runs. I give the advantage to Hellickson and the Nationals. I don't trust Velasquez. Braves at the Cardinals. Max Fried versus Luke Weaver. Fried, 8 plate appearances, 143 batting average. Great GPP option. Luke Weaver, 2 plate appearances, 500 batting average. It's not much to go off of. I would give the advantage to the Braves. Their bats at least. So there's other options. You don't have to use Max Fried. So Red Sox at the Yankees. This is the big one. This is probably on Fox Sports. I don't even know. I just assume it is. Maybe not. But it's Chris Sale versus Sonny Gray. Now, we know that Sonny Gray gets lit up at home for whatever reason. He doesn't get the run support. He gets lit up at home. Chris Sale has dominated the Yankees in the past to the tune of 103 plate appearances, 237 batting average. Sonny Gray, 141 plate appearances, 242. Now, we saw what CeCe was able to do, the mighty Red Sox, and all their power righty bats. Didn't fare too well against CeCe. Sonny Gray is a different pitcher. Chris Sale is a lefty. The Yankees do hit lefties well, and the Yankees have lit him up in the past. I honestly feel that Chris Sale might be a trap because he is so high priced. Just looking at his price on FanDuel, at least, I'm going to say, yeah, $12,000. It's super hard to build a competitive lineup using Chris Sale there. And it's at Yankee Stadium. We know anything can happen. The Yankees hit lefties well, even if it's Chris Sale who throws unbelievable. I honestly can't trust Sale enough to pay up $12,000 for him in that stadium against that lineup. So that being said, if you feel differently for it, that's 100% your choice. But just realize highest pitcher on the slate, $12,000, super, super expensive. That's something that you can do, up to you. Rockies at the Dodgers, Herman Marquez versus Kenta Maeda. Actually like Maeda here. Marquez has 77 plate appearances, 254 batting average against him. Maeda, 108 plate appearances, 204 batting average. I like Maeda here. While he's not a definite ace, he can get the job done anytime he's out there. So, yeah, I would look at Maeda, and I would look at a stack of Dodgers. And I also told you yesterday, Arenado versus a lefty was guaranteed home run. He homered yesterday. Arenado's on another level right now. So, guys, if you have any questions, get those in the chat while we're going over this stuff. Because we probably got about 10 more minutes left on the video going live. So get your questions in now, and we'll talk about stuff. White Sox at the Rangers, Carlos Rodon versus Bartolo Colon. If I'm taking a pitcher here, I'm taking Rodon. But it's 100 degrees. It's super, super hot there. Humid. The ball's going to fly out of there at any time. I don't trust Bartolo. Royals at the Mariners, Jason Hamill versus Felix Hernandez. We saw what Felix did against the Yankees before. He's to the point where I think Felix Hernandez just has Too many miles on his arm. It's crazy to think that King Felix I don't think he's ever been in a playoff game, or he's never won a playoff game if he has been. Against Baltimore, he went 6, and so his last 2 starts, Baltimore 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 1 home run, only 4 Ks. Against the Yankees, 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Against Boston, 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, a home run, and 2 Ks. So you're not going to get much out of King Felix anymore. He's just got too many miles on his arm. So I'm not trusting him, and Jason Hamill can give the ball up. So I'm looking at a Mariners stack here. Even though Hamill has 107 plate appearances, 194 batting average, I don't trust either of these pitchers. Pirates at the Padres, Trevor Williams versus Joey Lucchesi. We saw Lucchesi. Wasn't it against this team? I think it was against this team. Hold on a second. Lucchesi against Texas went 4 innings, 1 hit. Oh, I'm thinking June 20th. I'm thinking 10 days ago against Oakland when he went 1.2 innings with 4 earned runs and 2 home runs. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So, yeah, Trevor Williams versus Lucchesi. You could go Williams just because he is going against the Padres, but I don't trust either of these pitchers enough. But, the main slate doesn't have that good of pitching options. If you're playing an all-day slate, which you shouldn't, maybe an SP2, but it's just not looking good. And then the final game on the slate, Giants at the D-backs, Derek Rodriguez versus Shelby Miller. Shelby Miller, 168 plate appearances, 237 batting average. He had an okay start coming off the DL. Again, this is going to be his second start off the DL from Tommy John surgery. You could use that knowledge and maybe use him as a GPP pitcher, but there's not a lot there. What game do you think is going to be highest scoring? Let me see. Let's check it out. I'm just looking at what Vegas has, and we're looking at the Cubs versus Minnesota, 11 runs over under. Texas at Chicago, or the game in Texas, the White Sox at the Rangers, 10. The Tigers versus the Blue Jays, 9.5. Same thing with the Indians and the Angels and the Orioles. So, yeah, Chatwood versus Mejia, I think there's going to be a ton of runs scored in that game. Same thing with Vegas. Texas, it's so hot there. It's going to be really hard to want to take a pitcher there. Cincinnati versus Milwaukee game, let's see. 9.5. Yeah, 9.5. Molly versus Shashin. It's just really hard. So if you want to look, Vegas odds, that's how they make their money. They know what they're doing for the most part. And the game they think is going to be least scoring, which is crazy, is Ryan Stanek versus Verlander, the Houston. Well, I guess because yesterday was 1-0 or 2-1 loss or something. The second lowest scoring game is the Mets at Miami with DeGrom and Pablo Lopez. So they think the Yankees and the Red Sox are going to be 8.5 over under. And it's Verlander tonight. Verlander literally could go 8 innings, give up 1 run, and still lose 1-0. It's just crazy. When he pitches, he hasn't had the most success because his offense just, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. DeGrom is pitching. Yeah, DeGrom is in. It's Miami. It's Miami and the Mets are absolutely terrible as well. So kind of looking at that, I mean, maybe that's something I can put on the website is the Vegas odds and lines. But the only problem is Vegas updates their lines. And I don't know if I'll be able to update the lines throughout the day. If this was my full-time job, I'd be able to update them every 2 hours. That's the only problem. So that's just something to look towards. If we are looking at any weather concerns, like I said, there didn't look to be any. Everything's good to go. So weather's not a concern today. That lets you know that right now. So let's see if there's any. So get questions in there. Got about 5 more minutes. See what we're doing. But so maybe people here got here late or whatever, and you are wondering. So there's 3 different ways to win a month subscription to Daily Roto Help. First one is you comment. I'm going to put this in the chat. This is the MLB Top 10 Unbreakable Records. This is the video of ours. If you go watch the whole thing, you comment below to, in the order that we talk about, put top 10 in the order, then comment the one thing you learned or the one record maybe you found the most interesting. Put that. It's right in the chat. Go check that video out. Be a subscriber to YouTube, thumbs the video up, and comment that. That is one way to win a month free. Another way to win month free of dailyrotohelp.com content is to guess the home run contest. So with the home run contest, you comment who you think's going to hit a home run and in what inning. If you get both of those correct, you'll email me at support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I'll get you a month pass. We'll sign you up. That's one way. But since this is a live video, you're going to have to wait until the video uploads to YouTube and there's a comment section, because this chat will disappear. So that's the thing. The third way to win a month free is head over to Instagram, search Daily Roto Help, and I'm going to put as soon as this video ends, I'm going to put a picture up and the directions. But on the directions, what I want you to do is I want you to make sure you follow us on Instagram, obviously. So follow us, tag 3 friends you think maybe like fantasy sports, like free stuff. Tag 3 friends, obviously. And the third little instruction on Instagram, comment on the photo why you think you should get a free month of Daily Roto Help. So those are 3 different ways to win a month free. Or you can sign up. You can sign up easily. Day pass. We literally just dropped the price of the rest of the MLB season from $2.99 to $75. So it's over there. Easy for you. If you guys have been on the fence about signing up, you don't know what to do, you can ask anyone in the chat right here. They're going to tell you they've had success before. So what I'm going to have you do in this chat, if you want to sign up, you can register at dailyrotohelp.com. The best one right now is actually going to be, for MLB wise, the MLB season. It's dropped from $2.99 to $75. So questions, pitching in the early slate. My suggestion is don't play the early slate because a lot of the games look to be bullpen games. So the early slate, the very early slate, terrible. If I'm taking one, maybe a Gaviglio, but I mean, Vegas is looking at 9.5 over under for that game. You got Chicago. You're not taking the Cubs at the Twins. You're not taking either of those pitchers because that's 11 over under. Skaggs, Tyler Skaggs is a good one against Cashner, 9.5 over under, and I highly bet Vegas is looking at the Angels to have the majority of those runs. And obviously, you're not taking Andrew Cashner because terrible. You've got Adam Plutko versus Edwin Jackson, maybe Edwin Jackson, but again, it's the the Indians are a really good team, obviously. And Edwin Jackson's making his second start. with his second start, you never know what's going to happen. That's what is like the 13th team he's pitched for or something. Justin Verlander, obviously, depending on what early slate you're playing, depending on what site you're playing on, Justin Verlander, they have a really low over-under. Verlander could easily go a complete game, 10 Ks, or he could go 8 innings, give up 1 run, and lose 1-0. So you never know. So early slate, I mean, to be honest with you, the way it's split up, it sucks. Verlander, DeGrom's early. It's depending. I honestly, I hate this slate 100%. The pitching matchups are good, but it's just split up so oddly that it sucks. DK is fantasy tennis. Good luck with that. Any good bats against Matt Boyd? Toronto got a lot of righties, stuck between Smoke and Morales. Morales, is Smoke a switch hitter? Smoke is a switch hitter, isn't he? Smoke, I think I mean, both Morales and Smoke are switch hitters. So I would rather take Morales has been more on fire than Smoke as of late. So if you want to think about Gaviglio or Chatwood, Chatwood, if you want, 10 walks. I don't trust Chatwood. I'm just going to fade this whole day. That's what I would do. I would just go outside and float in a pool and drink some beer, because that's what I'm going to do this afternoon, because it's 110 degrees outside. Well, it feels like 110 out. The weather app actually said, I have one of those funny weather apps. I don't know if you guys know if you've had those before, but the weather yesterday said warm, wet like your butthole, gross. Sounds about right. It is super hot, super sticky. That's summertime. So, this is literally one of the worst slates that I've seen that has that many good pitching options, if that makes any sense, because it's crazy. But looking at some bats real quick, let's see what we've got bats wise. So again, guys, multiple ways to win a free month. In the chat, you can look at our MLB 10 unbreakable records, top 10 unbreakable records. Comment all 10 of them in the order we talk about. Comment the one thing that you learned or liked the most. Second way is you can go and you can do our home run hitting contest. Who you think is going to hit a home run, what inning. You get both of those, you're going to win. Or you can go to our Instagram. Please go follow us on Instagram. Make an account if you don't have one. Instagram is obviously Daily Roto Help. And what I'm going to put a picture up after this. Follow us on Instagram, tag 3 friends, and comment why you deserve to be the winner of the free month. So those are some ways. So looking, and so when you asked about Morales, I didn't even look, but Morales against Matt Boyd is 9 for 15 with 3 doubles. He has a triple and a home run, only 1 strikeout, and that's batting 600. So Morales is a really good option here. Make sure he's in there. Pilar against Boyd, 3 for 10. I mean, there's not much. Smoke is 1 for 4, 1 strikeout. So, I mean, if I'm taking between Smoke and Morales, I'm looking at Morales 100%. And again, if you can hear, my ring, I forgot my ring. It's upstairs. I was preparing cod. We made fish tacos last night and margaritas, and I didn't want to get the cod stuff on there, and I just forgot to put it back. Thank you for your concern, but everything is okay. We've got McCutchen against Miller, 8 for 26 with a double. That's a 308 batting average. Aaron Hicks against Chris Sale, 8 for 23 with 2 doubles. You want to look at the home runs here. Mitch Moreland against Sonny Gray. Moreland should be in there today. He just was out yesterday due to the Red Sox on Thursday traded for Steve Pearce to be a right-handed bat, and they played CC. Mitch Moreland against Sonny Gray, 8 for 27, 4 home runs, 296 batting average. Sonny Gray struggles at home. Would not be surprised if Moreland homers today. I'm actually going to put that in my FanDuel home run contest that they have. Why am I wearing long sleeves? Because I have the air conditioning cranked down to 68 degrees, and my office is in the basement, so it's super cold. It's absolutely cold down here, which is great. I would rather be cold and be able to warm up than be hot and not be able to cool down. Another one that we're looking at, Mike Moustakas versus Felix Hernandez, 6 for 19, a double and 2 home runs. Jock Peterson versus Marquez, 3 for 7 with a double and 2 home runs. So every hit that Jock Peterson has against Marquez is an extra base hit. Justin Bour versus DeGrom, 8 for 19 with a double and 2 home runs. Joey Votto against Shashin, 6 for 18 with a double and 2 home runs. Yonder Alonso against Jackson, 7 for 16 with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. So there's so many. Morales versus Rizzo. I would say Rizzo's a cash play and Morales would be a GPP play. And if you can hear the washer in the background, I apologize. It sounds like the space shuttle taking off to go to space. So, again, I apologize. So, cool things that I just found. Now, you don't have to, obviously, but I guess the chat, you can send a super chat, which is like money. So if you guys ever come in and I'm live and you feel like you want to donate because I help you out, that's awesome as well. That is an option for you guys. That would be awesome. We have subscription service, but I also give a ton of free information away. I spend so many hours a day working on the website, cheat sheet, articles, videos, everything. Any little bit of donations help as well, but don't feel like you have to. So we're kind of dwindling down with questions. So does anyone have any questions? Any other questions for today? So here's the thing. I do have a GroupMe. If you don't know what GroupMe is, it's an app on your phone, and it is for it's like WhatsApp or WhatsApp, whatever that. It's like a texting app, and we have some people that have already asked to be in it, and it's just kind of, it's easier for me to just be on my phone and type to you guys if you have any questions during the day. So if you would like to get in the GroupMe chat, it's a free DFS chat just to have it all day. What my goal is, since we don't have forums on the website, is for you guys to bounce ideas off of each other. Currently, there's 3 of us in here or 4 of us in here. No, there's 6. Oh, there's 6 people in here. Forgot about that. So currently we have 6 people. I would love to get 100 people and you guys ask each other questions, or I can help answer questions. So if you would like to get in the GroupMe chat, you just download it on your phone. It can be Android, it can be iPhone. Email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I will send you the link to get there. But you need to email me and say, just put in the title, invite me to GroupMe or GroupMe or something. One of them. It doesn't really matter to me. And I will send you the link there. I saw questions. What's your top bat and pitcher? Top bat on the slate, Trout versus Cashner. He homered yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised if he homers again today. Pitcher on the slate, it goes Verlander, DeGrom, Sale, top 3. So that's that. You're looking for, yeah. Thoughts on Almora batting first. Is he batting? Is it confirmed? I would assume the lineups are starting to roll out now. I love Almora. He's probably super cheap. So we're going to go with something we've never done. Well, we haven't done in a long time is player updates. So Blue Jays, Curtis Granderson is out. Kyle Schwarber is out. James McCann is out. Athletics, Blake Treinen. A lot of people have asked about him trade-wise. They've declined it. Phillies are interested in Mike Moustakas, so he could be on the move. We're starting to get into the part of the summer where trades could happen. Even after you build your lineups, a trade could go through. We don't see it a ton, but we're to that point. So that is something to be aware of, that we're starting to go down here, and watch out. People could be out. Where's Machado going to end up? I will guarantee you he will not be on the Orioles by the All-Star break. It really the thing is, though, the Orioles don't really have the leverage that they did at the beginning of the season. And I say that because no team is going to want to give up what the Orioles want for literally 3 months of service. Someone inevitably will probably give up a lot for him. I've heard the Cubs. I've heard who was the other one I heard? The Cubs. Did I hear the Dodgers? I don't think I heard. Maybe the Dodgers. I could see Manny to the Cubs, but the thing is, to be honest with you, I don't know what the Cubs, their farm system, I mean, I don't know what they would have to give up. They're a AAA team here in Iowa. They're in dead last place. I mean, all their talent's pretty much up at the upper level right now, unless they give up prospects that are in like single A. And then obviously they'd have to give up. I would assume the Orioles are in full rebuild mode, so they want someone that's MLB ready. I've heard DeGrom and Syndergaard talks with the Yankees. I know the Yankees are not going to part with Torres. I could see them parting with Andujar. Since they just called Drury up, I could see Drury going. I think they call him up to get him, like, showcase him for the next month or the next month, and then ship him somewhere if he does good in a package for DeGrom or Syndergaard. I could see that. As of today, who's your World Series picks? Yankees don't need Manny. That would be stupid for them to do that. They need pitching. Their offense is good. They need pitching. They don't need Manny. They got Didi, who went through a slump, but he's doing really well. His defense is good. It's solid. They wouldn't put Manny at third. He doesn't want to play third. And they're not going to move Didi over to third, I doubt either. So hopefully they don't get Manny. Who are my World Series picks right now? Yankees do have the best bullpen. They just don't have starting pitching. I mean, by that, I mean, CeCe's doing great, but he's 37. He's throwing 5-mile-an-hour fastballs slower than when he was younger. Tanaka's hurt right now. He's coming off even Tanaka's ERA before he went down with his hamstrings was like 4 or 5. It wasn't good. Montgomery's done pretty much probably next year too. Severino, obviously. The thing with the video, okay, so Delvin, this is an actual mic. And when I do the other videos that aren't live, it's on my phone. But when I put a microphone in my phone, it turns on Siri and it stops recording. So if anyone knows how to, if I could hook this mic into my phone with an adapter, that would be awesome. World Series picks right now. I think the Yankees could do it because they have a better record against Boston this year so far. Same thing with Houston. National League, honestly, it could be the Braves. Let me check the standings just to make sure. I'm drawing a blank right now. I mean, the Braves are 46-34. Washington's not going to do it. I didn't realize Philly was in second. I don't believe Milwaukee will keep it up. Arizona won't keep it up. We know LA will falter during the playoffs. So I could see Yankees Atlanta. But the thing is, what scares me is Astros do have great pitching, but the Yankees whooped up on that great pitching in Houston, more or less. The Yankees are a better team than the team that took them to 7th game of the ALCS last year. All they're missing is 1 or 2 pitching. I will promise you the Yankees will at least get 2 more starting pitching. I could see them trading for DeGrom or Syndergaard, and I could see them getting Cole Hamels or J.A. Happ, a couple more lefties. We'll just see. Dodgers are underrated. The only thing is it's their pitching that's their starting pitching. Kershaw, I mean, he's already been on the DL twice. They run him dry every year, and then he falters in the not the World Series. He falters, in the either World Series or he falters in the playoffs. So if the Dodgers, I fully expect the Dodgers to get some pitching help. I don't know who it'll be. Greg Maddux is like CC. It's pretty cool. So any other questions? Anything else? This actually went longer than I thought it would. So my plan is, if you are interested in the GroupMe chat, email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I will get that for you. I will send you the link for it. The only problem is today I'm leaving the house at around 2 p.m. Central. I'll be out in the country swimming and cooking out, and I literally don't know how reception is out there. I don't think it's that good. So that being said, I'll put the lineups up pretty early. If there are people that are out, you're going to have to mix and match with the cheat sheet. That's just what's going to happen today. Remember, in 3 weeks, July 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st, I believe. Let me make sure that's what it is. No, July 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, I will be out of the state. There won't be there probably won't be internet. There probably won't be reception. So there won't be any cheat sheets, articles, videos, or lineups that weekend. And I've said that for the last month now. I'll put it up on Twitter. I'll pin it on Twitter. Don't expect anything. If you have a month service, we'll look to get you 4 free days at some point. So what's on the grill today? We've got chicken, steak, twice baked potatoes, brats, pretty much a vegetarian's nightmare, except the potato. They can eat the potato. I made cod fish tacos last night, and they were damn near perfection, which was awesome. I know where the ring is. I forgot to put it on. It's like the first time I haven't had it on in like 2 years. I take it off sometimes. So if you guys have any questions, please comment on the video once it goes live. If you are looking to get into the home run contest, wait for the video to upload completely to YouTube, and then you can comment there, and we're good there. If you guys ever, and I'm just letting you know, if you ever feel like you want to donate $5, $10, $20 to help out the website, to help out just all the time I put into this, email me and I can give you my PayPal or Venmo. I've had people ask before, so I thought I'd bring it up. A couple people have sent in Venmo, which I didn't even have Venmo, so I downloaded it. It's really super simple to use. It's pretty awesome. Or if you need my PayPal, I can let you know that as well. People have PayPal'd me a couple of times. Any little bit helps, guys. Any donations help, or if you purchase premium content, that helps as well. Or if you watch the YouTube videos and click the ads, that helps too. So that's really what I've got for you guys today. we will be back tonight. So I will have a video tomorrow. It is supposed to storm tonight. I think I want to go live tomorrow again. It will really just depend on the weather. If the weather's bad and the internet's gone, I'm going to record off my phone and upload from my phone. So I don't know. We'll see how tonight plays out. We'll hopefully it's rained like every other day the past 3 weeks. So we'll see how the weather acts. But yeah, guys, so if anybody decides they want to donate, email me and I can give you my information. If you want to subscribe, we currently dropped the MLB season pass from the $2.99 down to $75. So that'll give you through the rest of the MLB season, which is awesome. If you want to purchase a year pass, which gives all content, all sports, you can go ahead and do that as well. That'll give you until July 1st of 2019, all sports. Lifetime pass is exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, that's all I've got. If you have questions, please comment below. Email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com for questions. Tweet at us at FantasyAdvice22. Follow us on Instagram, Daily Roto Help. I'm going to put that picture up there about 2 minutes from now. I think that's it. I thank you guys for checking us out. That was awesome. Everyone who has been here, everyone's watched, everyone who's subscribed. So that is all I've got, guys. So fantasy football is right around the corner. If you would like to get in to our season-long Yahoo Fantasy Draft, it's July already, so I'm going to need to start the ball rolling on that. We did it last year. We had 14 teams at $50 a piece. First place was $400, second place was $200, third place was $100. So even third place made $50. If you guys would like to get into fantasy football, our season long, Ed, I believe you played our fantasy league, right? Last year? I think so. I can't recall who all played. But I've already had people email me that were interested, and they voted for $100 buy-in, which I'm all for. That's awesome as well. Between $50 and $100 buy-in, and you have to be paid before we draft or you're out of the draft. So if you want to do that, email me, support@dailyrotohelp, and you can even PayPal me the money now so I can get your spot in there. That's fine. What I need to do is figure out the buy-in. So if anyone is interested in fantasy football, let's get an email going. So email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com if you are interested in fantasy football. And we will I'll put you in a list and I'll write everyone's name down. I'll figure it out. We'll vote what the buy-in and everything like that. Because I would like to get ready and have everything ready to go. How much did you say? It's between $50 and $100 buy-in. It's whatever the majority votes on. I've had 2 people vote for $100 buy-in. I've had 1 person vote. Actually, I've had 4 people say they do 100, and I had 1 person vote for 50 so far. So just expect it to be between $50 and $100 buy-in. We'll figure it out. Once I get everyone who's interested. Oh, how many people? Honestly, 14 was a ton last year. So I would cap it at 14, but let's say we have, more than that. Maybe I'll make 2 leagues. 1 14, 1 12, or we could, split it up. It really depends. I don't want any more than 14 though, because then it just starts to get really messy draft wise. And it's so hard to get 14 people to agree on a date and time for a draft. And we had 1 person auto draft last year, which absolutely pissed me off. Like, they said they wouldn't auto draft the entire month leading up to it. Then they auto drafted. They paid though. That's the problem. That's the reason. You need to pay first, because people who don't pay and then they draft and it's auto draft, they're not going to pay. And then it just screws up the entire league. So that's my rant. It's over. The video is going to be 55 minutes long. So email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com if you're interested in anything I said or the fantasy football draft. So thanks for checking this video out, guys. Good luck today. And as always, bring home that bacon. Peace.